I was just looking at that again, the spinning thing, and I realized I'm doing the big finger point, all right at you there.
That's right. That's
Right.
it, man.
What's happening?
How you doing, man? It's Hump Day. How you
Happy
doing?
Wednesday. I'm
That's
doing all
right.
right.
That's why I like
The
George. George has got good sayings. Like it's like got the whole thing going. Royalty shows, the bee honey flows. Hump Day. That's good,
That's
George.
it.
That's good stuff. Good evening, Will. Cheesehead. There was some cheesehead
There we
happening
go.
yesterday. You missed it, right?
Yeah, I guess it came in well before the end, though.
Yeah, it did.
There was
It was a little
movement.
bit. Royal Court. Yes. Thank you.
Cheesehead
Thank you.
is when we go, okay, there it is, and then when we do the refresh, somebody comes in and stole it. That's a cheesehead move.
Yeah, well, I know, but it's hard to catch it at the end.
Oh
Sometimes
yeah, it's a talent. It's a
you don't
talent to
know.
be able to get in there without letting anybody know.
That's it. There you go.
I think that's a is
It's
that a
the
police
theme song.
song?
Yeah,
Do
that's the
do
one
do
you're
da da
spinning.
da da. That's all I
All
have to
good,
say.
man. And we do. We have a royal. We have nice lineup. Royal and a
Oh, here
princess.
they are. Let's take a
Yeah.
look. And I'm about to do the refresh, see what happens.
Oh
This is
boy,
auction number 125. Pivotal auction night, I
it
think.
is. It is.
3 minutes to go. We got a Lesotho.
Lesotho.
Lesotho is the royal bee, zombie
Mm.
bee, white walker bee, bat bee, and the princess of Monaco.
Mm.
So let's hit the refresh with just over 3 minutes to go. Let's see who's bidding, see who's pushing these up. Auction
Yeah.
125. Here we go. It's
Yeah.
refreshing a
No,
little slower these days.
it is. I think
Must
the
be a lot going on in the background over
the
there.
winter. It's come. Winter's
It's the
coming.
winter. Everything's flowing a little bit slower. Lesothos, right now 11,888. That is
Whew.
a steal and a
That's,
half for a royal.
that's a
There's
royal.
no way that's going to stay there at 11,888.
Look at that zombie.
225. I haven't seen an opening bid of 225 in a long time. A zombie bee. That's a deal.
That is a deal.
350 for the white walker, 365 for the bat bee, and 3434 for
Wow.
Princess of Monaco. That's
That is
beautiful.
something. Yep. You got the thing. You're gonna read
Gotta love that.
Lesotho.
Here we go. Lesotho, and this is the royal version. A constitutional monarchy is one of the only three remaining kingdoms in Africa, the other two being Eswatini and Morocco.
Huh.
Situated at an elevation of 2,161 meters above sea level, it's one of the few places on Earth where you can gaze at the galaxy
Hmm.
with its sky so clear you can get the most incredible views of the stars above. Nice. I always love that.
Yep.
Home to the world's largest abseil adjacent to the, I don't know what that is, but to the 192-meter high
Yeah.
Malitsuan
Yeah. Fall.
Falls.
There you go.
Completing this activity results in being awarded a Guinness
Oh,
World Record. Oh boy.
world
So,
record.
yeah, 192-meter high falls.
That's
And if you can
nice.
do that, you get a Guinness Book of World Records.
Very cool. Now you got
Nice.
Monaco, and that's what Will Cheesehead's asking. It's Princess Grace of Monaco.
Princess Grace of Monaco.
Yeah.
Now here's Monaco. So the French Riviera of Western Europe, the second smallest independent state in the world after the Vatican City of Monaco.
Hmm.
After the Vatican City, Monaco, a monarchy, is a hilly, rugged, rocky country covering an area of 2.1 square miles and is almost entirely urban.
Hmm.
With a population of just over 38,000, it has the world's highest average life expectancy
Wow.
at 85.8 years. Some put this ripe old age living down by the Mediterranean diet, as well as its proximity to fresh seafood, fruits, and vegetables, access to excellent health care. 1 in 3 residents of Monaco's are millionaires, and it
Hmm.
has a and zero poverty and unemployment rate. So everyone's employed and no one's poor.
Well, yeah, you got a 38,000 population. Everybody's rich, and no one's unemployed. That's that's the good life, man. You got good food. There's a lot of things going for there. That'll give you a life expectancy. Stretch it
Yeah.
out a little, Tim.
You know what they call the poor people over there?
What?
Tourists.
Taurus. That's right, Taurus.
Because I went to see 20 seconds left. Oh
You been
gosh.
there? Oh,
You
you
better
went
pull,
there?
of course, yeah.
Oh,
Pull the trigger on the fast gas, people. This is your chance to get a queen or the Princess of Monaco. 10 seconds. Better make it happen. Yes, I did. I did a trip through there. I went to did a semester in Europe.
Oh,
So, then I bought the Eurail pass and I went all over the place.
you're
Oh
so
my
fancy.
gosh.
Look at that. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
gosh. I can't believe that.
Lesotho.
These did not move. What is the matter with people?
What a deal, man.
Eleven
Who
thousand eight
I'm
eight eight.
I'm really I wish we could press that button there.
283. This one moved a little bit.
It did, didn't it?
385, 365, and 3838. Wasn't this 3434?
I think it was. It was tricky. They're being
So
tricky.
I think this one moved a hair, but this did not move.
Wow.
Under 12,000 for a Royal.
I thought I was dancing when I got mine, man.
I think I'm gonna have to go and buy some more bee honey. I mean, I have a Royal and I have a Princess, but at these prices, I'm gonna have to go get some more.
You get something right there, man. That's an amazing.
This is a steal. I mean, come on, people. 11,888. Who
Hey,
did that?
well,
I mean, I'm
you'll
not gonna.
see. You'll see if there's ever a secondary sale on a Royal. I think you'll see how crazy that
Wow.
is.
What do I need a secondary sale for that? I'm gonna go get one on the
Oh,
next auction.
I know. I'm just saying. Either you can either list it, and obviously, and what comes out of it too. I'm just saying that's
Oh, I know. I think
ridiculous.
these are gonna be great.
There's
That's
George.
why that's why I've got one.
That's it.
Abseil is like repel.
There you go.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, sniper sniping. Did you
Oh,
get
we're
that?
gonna do the refresh.
Did you?
We'll
Was
see.
that
We'll see if
sniper?
somebody pulled something
Air
out.
assault. 101st in the house. Oh, there you go. Air assault. 100 for 101. Screaming Eagles. I know who they are, George.
Let's do a refresh. See if anybody got in there. Where's Dusty? He's usually the guy that reads the contract and tells us all, good to go.
Well, it's all
We
right.
need
He's
Dusty
good.
back.
He's over there sniping. I think he just
Oh,
what?
it didn't move, Ray.
Oh yeah,
Somebody got that for 11,888.
that's craziness.
That is craziness. 3838. I think that
Crazy
that
town.
that moved a little bit, but this one I can't believe nobody put an extra dollar in there. One more bee honey, anything. That is crazy, crazy deal.
Lesotho. That's
Yeah.
Africa, right? We maybe read that again. Is there some? I don't know. It's like
Well,
a
this one,
Chernobyl.
I mean, for 3838, there's 1 in 3 are millionaires. I mean, this is nice to have this
Yeah,
one, especially
that
at
is
3838. I know there's only 38,000 people, but that means
somebody.
there's 38,000 people. That means there's just over 10,000 millionaires in town.
Yeah,
You
and you
gotta like that.
might be able to roll that out at somebody, huh?
Might be able to work something over there. Holy mackerel.
That's craziness, man.
That's some
Crazy town.
crazy stuff.
All
All right.
good. Whoever that is, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. Let's see which one do you want to hear about? You want to hear about Ethereum or Bitcoin first?
We'll
It's the
start with
only news I got.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. Here we go. This guy. Oh, I might have to change this.
You got no
1 second.
audio?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it because I got 2 videos, so I might have to do this tricky. Share the audio.
Did I show
Here it
you
comes.
you see my new bee honey thing? You see that? I show you?
Say it again.
You see my new bee honey thing?
Oh, the honeycomb.
It's behind my head.
Here it is. So this boy, Miracle Academy. That sounds like somebody we know.
I do, Kelly. You know me. I have lots of points of view. No, I hope this comment doesn't go over people's heads, Kelly. But the old payment networks, these payments are debt promises. And that's why banks have such an advantage in the old card processing systems, is because they're traditionally required to be on the paying side and the merchant side. Now, all of a sudden, we have an open payment network that does not need the concept of debt to settle. The messaging system is the settlement system. It's all in one because we have, for the first time ever, a digital bearer instrument that could settle at the speed of light. Now, a lot of word salad. What does that mean? That means anybody in the world could build payment experiences on top of it. And so if I'm Elon Musk, I have a global audience and a global network in Twitter that already inherently lives on the internet. What's to stop me from Twitter users checking out at Starbucks? What's to stop me from users remitting money through Twitter? He has an opportunity to build payment experiences, which traditionally Twitter can't, because they cannot get into the business of debt and all the regulatory and fixed costs. Chase has that business on lock, and now that is not a requirement anymore. That is why this is such a big deal. So I think with the right leadership, Twitter could be a payments business and have a lot of advantages over an incumbent like Chase.
Very interesting. Jack, always bring us a different point of view. Great to check in with you. Thanks for your time.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Jack Mallard.
That's
So
pretty
yeah,
interesting.
he runs. Is it the Lightning Network?
Yeah,
he runs Strike, and the Lightning Network is the one that manages the Bitcoin payment services. So he's trying to integrate them, or they're integrated now with Twitter, and so they're trying to ramp that up with payments through Twitter using his Strike network on that Lightning platform. So really cool stuff. And I did hear, I think it was, I only saw one post that the Elon's deal is back on.
Yes.
Yeah. So
he said he'll go with the original, the original price offered, man.
Yeah. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And of course, Elon's probably looking at that because Elon started with PayPal.
Yes.
Right. So now all of a sudden he's going to come back with Twitter
Pal.
as a Twitter Pal, and be able to run back through there. So he's back into the payment processing thing.
Yep, but using crypto. That's what I'm talking about.
Using crypto, which Bitcoin, which he loves to hate and love again.
That's right. 100. That's right. Rappel. I got the fast rope there, Uncle George. I got to do that. I was in the Mojave Desert. Never. Well, rappel, fast rope, kind of same thing. Very cool. Twitter wallet. That's what I'm talking about.
Twitter wallet. Yeah.
That would be cool. Hey, I kind of got a nice head start. It's pretty good that we're doing spaces. You got the stuff going on over there. That is very interesting. Very cool to see. That's exciting because it is.
Yeah. That's a good one. Another good one here. This is I got a merge follow up on Ethereum. Let's talk about this one for a second.
Gotcha.
Lark Davis. You've heard of him, right? He's a big big guy that reports on this. So let's listen to him. This is really cool.
Since the merge, Ethereum has had a stunning 95% drop in newly created coins. Pre-merge, inflation for Ethereum was 3.8%. Now, after the merge, the inflation rate has dropped all the way down to 0.2%. So that is the triple halving plus the burn mechanism working together. Even a slight spike at this point in network usage will actually send Ethereum into being a deflationary asset. Well, short term, that doesn't really matter all that much. Long term, this is super bullish for Ethereum. Please subscribe for more awesome investing videos. Since the merge.
Yeah, you should subscribe to him. He's a pretty smart dude. And talks
send
about
me the link whenever you're done, because I will. Yeah.
Yeah. Lark Davis on let me put that back up. But Lark Davis, the Crypto Lark. Is his handle. But good guy, comes out with a lot of good stuff. And of course, everybody's all excited about the merge, and then it looks like we've fallen flat on our face with nothing to speak of. But the truth is, they're creating next to no Ethereum anymore. So that's a good thing, right? So the supply is going down, and so anybody that's trading it now is going off old supply because they're not creating any new supply.
Right.
And then when it does start to spike up and start to come around, once that kind of dries up, that kind of stuff, then we're in for a long term, some really bullish stuff. So
yeah, like when we talked about what demand, when all the crazy demand comes back in for Ethereum, and all this stuff is being built right now while it's in this crypto winter, and then everybody starts flooding in, kind of similar to what we've been, we said about M2, right? Just like that, there's a burn mechanism. I don't even know what it is now, Tim. I think we're almost at 8 billion, right? Of that, of M2 being burnt, right? Sure. So that's crazy. And there's, right now nobody's using it until somebody goes and uses it. There you go. That's kind of like with any of this, but yeah, you see that with Ethereum. That's awesome, man. And that's what I'm looking forward to.
So just to reiterate that the merge was a complete success. Everybody looks at it like, well, it was 1,500 when the merge happened, and now it's 13 something. Yeah, okay. Well, there's a lot of other stuff going on, but everything it was supposed to do, it has done, and therefore the supply is dwindling, and it's only a matter of time before people get back to building on the Ethereum blockchain and using that. for what it was built for, and that would only make the ETH, reflect in that price.
That is, yep.
So
Wow.
very cool.
Yeah, awesome. So let me see. I got some stuff here. I'm gonna share. Entire screen, and I will start off with like the funny stuff, man. Look at my man, rock solid BTC holder. So here you go.
Living on the edge.
He's living on the edge, man. Rock solid. That's the duck hodler. So he's good to go.
Yes.
But that's what it feels like sometimes, right? Right on the edge.
Absolutely.
But we'll start off because again, you're starting to hear this in everything, especially within governments, right? So, U.S. lawmakers request from the Justice Department to share CBDC assessments. So I'm surprised. I didn't know the DOJ was one of the ones that are the kind of addressing all this, but that's what they did. They said in October 5th, which is today, a letter addressed to Attorney General Merrick Garland. 11 Republican lawmakers asked the Justice Department for a copy of its assessment whether legislative changes would be necessary to issue a CBDC. And this is what Joe Biden, president, signed this executive order on digital assets, and he did this in March.
Right.
So the House members claimed that the appropriate place for the discussion on legislation concerning a central bank digital currency would be in the legislative branch, Tim. I mean,
right.
That's literally what it's for. That's the legislative branch. That's what they do. Executive branch, he executes it, right? And then the judicial branch, they kind of go through the law. Is it legal?
Law?
Right?
Yeah.
So everything's all backwards with our country right now. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I could go deeper on that one, but we'll leave that one right there.
We'll let it go. Let it marinate. Gotta let it marinate. But at least like I said, I know they're doing stuff on it. But hopefully they'll get this kind of in the right manner, where you're getting this, where kind of everybody can have it and put it on the floor and debate. Well, what's the best thing for the American people, not just some kind of backroom deal, right? That's not good. So that's why I wanted to give kudos to this guy, right? I don't know this guy, but the South Carolina treasurer goes on a Bitcoin fact-finding trip to El Salvador,
nice.
And he paid for his own funds. So
there you go.
Shout out to my man right there, South Carolina. That's it. But his name is Curtis Loftus. He's the U.S. Treasury for Secretary of State for South Carolina. So he spent 5 days in El Salvador and doing exploratory.
In Bitcoin City? Did he go to Bitcoin City?
He did. He was checking out Bitcoin City and interested in expansion of cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies.
Yeah.
Who met with officials from El Salvador's government in an effort to understand the country's effort to adopt Bitcoin. So it's been a legal tender. We've always talked about it. We love the El Salvadorian president. He's always been a rock solid, kind of sticking in an eye of the IMF, always buying the dips, So President Bukele, was it Bukele? Is it right?
I think so.
Right. So, speaking to Cointelegraph, Loftus, a self-described Luddite, I don't know what that is, but my bad, said he was neither a proponent or opponent of crypto, but he wanted to learn how South Carolina's government would use the technology effectively in addition to promoting financial literacy among residents. That's a great thing to say because, again, that's another, just even for us and what we are trying to be with educators and helping people understand this space. So, that's proactive on his end, trying to find out, what the people do need and what they do need to understand about.
A Luddite, since I'd looked it up on Google.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, is someone who's opposed to new technology or ways of working.
Okay, thank you.
He wants things to stay the same. But he made the effort to, go against his own philosophy and go find out what's going on. So
right.
Even more power to him.
This is where he was kind of, taken aback. This quote here is, we were in a nicer restaurant and the tab was about $300 to $400, a bunch of us, and they paid with Bitcoin. Loftus said. That's what he said. I signed up for Lightning beforehand it was interesting. People living really close to the ground using Bitcoin, and some of them really enjoy it. They were really pleased to have done it. So the people over there are starting to, kind of adopt it and start to get behind it. Because I know it's probably quite the shift, for them over there. They're used to using, bills, right? Just kind of the coins and fiat dollars. Getting into this with your phone, figuring all that out. It is. I mean, we've been through it ourselves, right? But like I said, that's the guy. So I don't know him, but cool for you. Thank you, Mr. South Carolina treasurer guy. So, but that's awesome. His name is Loftus. I was just kind of messing around. But over here, some OpenSea news, Tim. Got some OpenSea news.
What do we got?
We're officially live with bulk listing and buying. You can now list and buy up to 30 items in a single flow on OpenSea. Let's walk through what this experience looks like in this thread. And I got the thread open, right? So not sure if you didn't really notice anything like that, but you could only buy one NFT at a time, right? And that gas all that time, you keep doing a transaction, that's more and more gas. Now you can do up to 30 items, which is going to super save on gas. So that's awesome. And this is going to walk you through, and I'll give you a good idea what it looks like. Right. So let's start with bulk listings. In your collected items tab, you can access bulk listings by clicking on the plus symbol when you hover. So when you're over this, just see what his check mark is. Hopefully, I know it's probably small, but when you're hovering over it, you'll see a plus, and you can click that, and that's when it'll come over here and it'll be in this cart. Right. So every time you hover over something, you'll see the plus sign, and then you can click it and it will come over into this cart. And you can do that up to 30 times.
So it's like a shopping cart feature.
Just like a shopping cart feature, man. And then when you hit it, you'll see them all, line up and load up, and it'll give you a nice one gas fee. So that is awesome, man. I mean, they're working on it, doing their thing. So good stuff with OpenSea. So bulk buying, you'll also now be able to add up to 30 items that's bulk buying. This was selling. Hopefully I didn't get that back. Listing, right? That was listing. Right. And the same thing with when you're buying. So you'll just add the cart, you'll see the things pop up, right? And then when you purchased, it'll go over that same area, and you can all purchase them at one time. So more gas efficient than buying individually. That's exactly right. How nice is that? So awesome. Beautiful. Appreciate it, OpenSea. Yeah.
I love the cart feature. Very nice.
Cart feature. So this is talking about JPEGs. JPEGs are not the future of Web3 and NFTs. This is Polygon Studios Metaverse lead. It's what he's saying. And his name is Brian Trunzo. So I'm going to go through some of the stuff because it's right. We talk about this all the time. So Trunzo believes that skeptics of the technology are informed by limited understanding of Web3, and suggests that a wider set of NFT use cases will take hold in the future. It's because their understanding of it is that which the mainstream media reports to be right click, save JPEGs. That is not, that's why we make the joke, right? This is not a JPEG.
We have to convert those Luddites.
The Luddites, that's right. The investable asset class, which is not the future of Web3 and NFTs, and that's going down further. He gets into it. This is NFT is a blockchain token. That is exactly what it is. It's super unique, right? It can represent digital things like profile pictures, artwork, and collectibles, but also interactive video game items, customer engagement, rewards. There's your thing there, Tim. Yep. Real estate deeds, and more. Can't wait for that day, right? Yeah. It's a lot of stuff that got to be working on, though, right? So he pointed out to Starbucks' recent NFT announcement as an example of how he sees the assets being used as technology, a technology layer, rather than an asset class itself. Starbucks will use Polygon to give away NFT stamps to customers, as well as sell premium NFTs, all of which can earn customers real-world perks and experiences. We've said this kind of even back in the spring. Experiences are going to be an amazing thing with NFTs, right? Where you can use them to get into whether it be a some kind of party, whether it be a concert, or like I told you, I have a buddy who does kind of crazy travel experiences where they go to Iceland and now they're climbing up an iceberg and they live amongst the villagers, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
that's a real experience. That's immersing yourself in the culture and having a real experience. This is not a normal vacation. So things like that, things like what we were talking about. Remember sports? To imagine, you
Yep.
get something cool with Michael Jordan, and you got this one of a kind NFT from his collection. This gold whatever Jordan basketball, and once you can use it, and maybe he'll show up for your son's basketball game, right? And he's in there. That's awesome. That's an experience that you'll never forget. So that's what's neat about some of this stuff with NFTs. It's not just an image. I know we say that a lot, but that's what we're talking about. In the case again here of Starbucks, it won't be a game like 3D Metaverse akin to Decentraland or the Sandbox, but the NFT powered program is designed to engage users across digital and physical spaces alike. So that's what we've been talking about with the gamification of stuff, right? And to get people, we say this all the time, even on Twitter Spaces, of getting actively participating, that's what all brands need. Brands need our attention, and that's why you see on Opus with the activity rate, all this stuff is important, and that's what you're really going to start seeing this stuff. And this is what here Don is talking about is this is what I got me excited, Tim, because we're talking about self-expression here. But the Web3 gamification is one of the biggest opportunities he sees in the space, along with digital fashion. Tim, look at that.
There you go.
So gamification, Web3 gamification, and digital fashion, right? Trunzo, who previously co-founded Real World menswear brands, said the metaverse fashion will tap into users' need not only for self-expression, but also vanity and desire to showcase virtual flexes. That's it. You're gonna have these little avatars in there, and you're gonna have some nice gear, right?
When those guys go in there and they want to drive Lamborghinis, those Lamborghinis are going to cost as much as Lamborghinis in real life.
They will. That's right. It is. It's that's kind of the big thing, right? And that's what he's saying. Go ahead.
But it'll start with the fashion thing. Your avatar is going to put your own sweatshirt on, and you might have that sweatshirt in real life and also in your gamer life.
Yep.
So you could actually be spotted around the mall or wherever you're hanging out.
Right. Oh yeah. No. And that's the other thing. That's the big kind of downside of this is a lot of, and I said this just even last week, video gamers are really not happy with this. But what he's saying in here, I'm not going to go for any further in this. He's like, this is not any kind of force where you're going to be doing this with gamers. You want to do it or not. And that's what we're not going to cram it down people's throats. Right.
Right.
If you want to incorporate NFTs into your game, it's up to you. Right. But, think of this, because this is where I got down to here and you're looking at it. But he's talk about timeless IP, like popular Nintendo games, like GameCube. The favorite one, and I played Zelda even when I was in high school, man. The Legend of Zelda, right? That's the kind of stuff that you're talking about, is that you'll be able to kind of keep rolling it over and having those same assets, or at least where they can buy it. Huh?
Building on it.
Building on it. Yeah.
For each level of game. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's held up. I mean, Zelda is, and it's still a big, huge game, right? So, and if you can kind of do this where you're rolling it over and building it from previous, versions, that's amazing. And that's the big thing with games. And I think the gamers will start seeing it. But it is what it is. This is different, right? This is a different way, kind of looking with the NFTs. The world's cultural heritage is being preserved one NFT at a time. And this project is called the Monuverse. And I'm going to go down here a little bit. And, this is what they're talking about. Ready for groundbreaking Web3 experience? It all starts here. Episode 1, Arch of Peace. A 7,777 generative series by this group here. More than 5,000 people joined our allow list already. How about you? And then what they're doing, I don't know, this might be a little bit much, but This is a something in either Italy or France. But this doesn't have any volume. But that's an arch, right, of whatever that was that I was just reading up there, and then it went into this, right? I don't know, but this is the this is the NFT. But what this project is capturing, historic type, monuments, things like that, and you can actually own it with these NFTs. Not you obviously don't own the physical one, but there is going to be only certain amounts of these different types of monuments. And the other cool thing, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing and reading it line by line, but the other cool thing is it helps the monuments and these archaeological things, helps them maintain it and
Yeah.
keep them up, and that's where a lot of the funding is going.
Sure.
Obviously, the founders are making money, but plus this is going to also help with keeping these things looking good.
That's important.
Yeah. So there it is. Yeah, this is the one where it says it. Funding will accelerate the maintenance and restoration of monuments around the world, a lot of which are really at risk. So that's
go up to the scroll back there. Being one of the virtual owners of a real historic monument could come with both feelings. That's pretty cool. So you do have you get a little share in one of those monuments. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, not only do you own a cool piece, but you're actively helping safeguard. So yeah, it's fun, innovative, and good stuff, man. But it's interesting, all of the different stuff that people are doing with NFTs. Web3 will be critical in this field because it will take people's experiences to a whole new level. I believe the key word here is ownership. And yet they will feel, imagine how, tied you will be to that, right?
Yeah.
You'll be, that think of how, like I said, moving forward into this space, how that, gives you a purpose. That's your job maybe now, right?
Yep.
Is to kind of, keep the maintenance and keep it looking great and just keep it safe. So that's cool. And that's what I meant by people's passion and what they love. This is what's cool about Web3 and these NFTs and just all this, because you will feel that ownership and, you can do other things off of that. And that's what I'm going to go into the next thing is it just allows you to really take, look at the bees, look at the different NFTs and the traits that we have here. This is kind of what this is about. I wanted to kind of talk about the list, right? An NFT project that provides lifetime access to clubs and festivals, right? So this NFT, when you buy it, and it's EDM, electric dance music, right? That's what it is. Massive festivals and club partners such as, and I'm not going to go through World Club Dome, Green Valley, Supersonic, all of them, right? There's all these different, if you're into that, you might know these. But, you will not have to pay to get into these venues if you have these NFTs. Same thing, 77 and 77, right?
Yeah.
They like that. And that will get you, it gets you even up and coming dance music, right? There's all kinds of different things where you can get that gear, merch. So even here, look, something about the techno and Burning Man changed their life, and it gets you either discounts or it gets you into these places. Right. So, and it's a lifetime access, right? So this NFT, when you buy it, more than 150 exclusive items. And again, I don't know. I mean, I'm not into EDM. I'm not going to dance, raves. But if this, all I'm doing is showing you how what this one NFT that you're going to have for a lifetime, it gets you into all of these different things. World, like I said, the world in Germany, Brazil. If you're traveling and this is your thing, you know how valuable something like that is. So yeah, you're traveling around, going to all these festivals. I did the one, like I told you, I was in Switzerland doing the snowboarding, and there was a party up and down the mountain. It was a huge festival. It's crazy. So yeah, I could see where this would be amazing, right? So even exclusive shows, right? Because you're on this list, the metaverse, they're going to build this out. It's not ready, right? That's something that's in their roadmap. But all the perks that you get from something like that, and the reason I brought that up is that's what we can do. You can literally do that. I don't care about EDM or whatever, things like that. But I just brought up something like this, the maintenance bees, right? You've seen the bees that have the overalls and the little wrench, right? Little monkey wrench.
Yep.
The whole idea behind these NFTs is you are the one putting in the energy and the value into any of these. You literally hold that NFT in your wallet. It's your asset. You own it, right? So if you had a maintenance bee, you could start making videos on maintenance tips. Say you were just, you were good, a handyman. You can do things around the house. You can fix things. Why not look at, Tim and I, we just started making videos almost 2 years now, Tim, but we just started doing it. So video maintenance tips. You can tell people and show people how to disinfect mattresses, remove water spots, clean shower curtain liners, right? Clean exhaust fan. All I'm saying is that is value, right? Think about building videos and you had these maintenance bees. I'm not telling you have to buy all the maintenance bees. I'm telling you to inject energy and build things of why those maintenance bees would want to be bought by other people, right? Of course, I know you can, Google, but I don't see many videos of this. I know you can Google and read it, but if you were actually doing, showing people how to do that stuff, and then it could build out, right? You start getting a group, you're doing spaces, you're doing these things, talking, discussing. Now you're probably starting to get people who are more maybe business owners of where they're going and maintaining maybe a building or whatever. These are the people that are really buying these type of bees. Heck, you could have a whole group that goes and then you guys maybe make a deal with Lowe's or something, right? Because now you have a group that's all across maybe the southeastern region. And now you can go and because you have this nice group of business owners who do maintenance with buildings, small businesses, you have power to now go and make discounts for when you have a bee and they use that. You don't have to make an entire collection, right? Your own collection. You have certain bees that all have all kinds of different traits. The goal is that you make it valuable. The people do. Here's another one. Home DIYs. Line a cabinet with design paper. Paint an easy wall feature. Hang a simple floating shelf. These are all things that people who like to do that kind of stuff, that would be some just having value of having it, right? Of this bee gives you access to something like that. It's no different than what I just read here. It's no different. Other than these people have to travel all around the world to go to these concerts, that isn't for everybody. Some people do just love handiwork and fixing around the house. So why not build out something for that and use the bees as that trait? That's what you do. That's across the board, right?
You and I didn't talk about this, but around here there's a company called the Honeydew List, right? The guy,
I heard it.
You've heard of it, right? So that could be a franchise or whatever. But here you can have the bee honey handyman, right? So I mean it for the Honeydew List, you got the bee honey handyman, and just put them out there. If you own one of those, you own the rights to that handyman logo. You can use them as your logo, and start that as a franchise, and try and get people to go out and get more of those bees.
Yeah.
And anybody who's got a bee, I mean, they can join in with you or get a bee from you, because we want to be bee brokers. You can set people up with that stuff.
Yep.
Very cool. I like that idea.
It's the only thing. I mean, that's literally kind of where you start looking at each one of these traits, and we've talked about it before. It's not like I said groundbreaking, but that's what you have to understand about each one of these traits. That's what you do. It's not somebody you're waiting for this group, right, or whatever. Go out and take it amongst yourself and just do it. And that isn't, look, it's not even talking about making technology, right? That's not even needing developers. You take whatever you have in your wallet and you think of what it could be a purpose for, and you just start doing it, right? We've always said it that you are the most powerful, asset on the planet. And that's because of your energy, your attention, and what you can make out of anything. You're creative. Everybody here can be creative in different ways, right? You just go ahead and be a great mechanic, right? That could be a mechanic bee. There you go. Right. And just show people. I do it myself. I just told you I was doing it with a laptop out there trying to do a tune-up to my car,
Yeah.
So that is useful stuff. And then people, like I said, you're starting to grow a real community. That's what any of that's doing on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're all trying to do anyway. But now you really have something that you're building because you're going to be making it it might be worth more than other traits because you've been doing this over here, and it has real value. That's the whole idea. I mean, you don't need everybody, right? That's what you do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, all it takes is one of those persons to start up the Be Handy, company, and people, in different locations go and do that, and you have, I don't want to say a franchise, but the more those bees go out and make those bees valuable, if everybody else makes their bee more valuable, then you know obviously the bee honey that's locked inside these bees becomes more valuable, and everything it churns right around. So it's very exciting to be able to take one thing and then have people expand on your idea and make it better.
Mhm.
And somebody might come along with a chain of handymen and put theirs on it, and it makes your one off even more. So
Yeah.
it's just giving the people the idea and let them run with it. That's fantastic. I love
Yeah.
it.
Well, I'm just saying it's already sitting in your wallet.
Right.
That it is up
Right.
to you. It really it truly is to go do your thing and see a community that that's what we all do anyways when we're trying to kind of get everybody behind whether it's something at church or whatever.
Yeah.
That's all it is, man. So yep, all good. Hey, I do have I'm gonna go over also, let me see and make sure I got it right. I'm gonna go over some DeFi tokens and altcoins tomorrow that you need to keep an eye on. So
Okay.
it's not financial advice, but they
Right.
look like they're about to go do their thing.
Okay.
So just saying, I will have a little presentation, and like I said, keep an eye out on the a crypto_swarm because they're tweeting out and cool stuff happening too.
Excellent.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, very good, Ray. Well, then we'll be back for our altcoin report tomorrow night for auction number 126, and then we'll have a lot of fun, and we'll see what kind of other steals and deals are out there. Amazing stuff. Tell your friends if they don't have bees off this auction. There's going to be some exciting stuff to be able to grab these like this.
Yep.
So fun times, good stuff.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Everybody.
and
Appreciate
we'll
it.
leave it right there, and we'll see you all tomorrow night.
Yep. Have a good night. See you,
Good night,
man.
everybody.
Thank you.